wonderful day and welcome. My name is Seth and this is part 3 of the Beginner's Guide Reboot featuring Rastas and partners. And to start right off, how do you even unlock it? Well, it's pretty simple. You just need to reach Hunter rank 2 and you need to have the first house expansion, which is house expansion 1, to fit your partner into your house. And after you've done that, you can then go into the Rasta bar. And inside the Rasta bar you have 2 sections, the left one and the right one. We are looking at the right one first, and you have a bunch of NPCs here. These are the legendary Rastas. These are very powerful NPCs, don't underestimate them, they can carry you through quests. To use these NPCs, these legendary Rastas, you need either the Hunter 8 curse or you need the legendary Rasta tickets to contract these guys and use them on your quest. And what we are interested in is getting a partner from here. Well, if you stumble up in here and your Hunter rank 2 have the house expansion, you can get a personal AI partner and yeah, nurture your partner pretty much, level them, let them go with you on like quests and pretty much progress with them together, getting stronger, etc. It is pretty much your second character which automatically plays. What would you need to look out for? First of all, each of these legendary Rastas has a weapon type. Like these this character over here, for example, has the dual blades. Oh, I didn't want to talk. Like, you can check the status, of course. This one has the dual blades. This one has hunting horn, I think. Yep. And depending on these weapon types, your personalized partner will get that initial weapon type and will be locked to it for a while. You can change it later on, but for the initial part, your partner can only use that weapon type. Exclusions are the Tonfas and the Switch XF and the Magnet Spike, of course. Those are all G rank stuff. And to get those later on, you need to just level your partner high enough. Then you go to the weapon type your partner doesn't have yet and click on the partner option down here. Then they ask you, does your partner want to learn this weapon type? And then you can confirm it. It costs a little bit of GCP points and that's it. Something to note is probably that melee characters are like way better in AI wise than range characters in terms of DPS and stuff. You can use whatever, but if you want to like optimize here, something like Tonfa, Dual Blades, SNS are like very good in terms of NPC AI. Let's say I want the Dual Blade one, I'm gonna go to the legendary Rasta who has that weapon type, and then we go on the partner, and then we can choose between male or female. And we can choose their characteristics, which is pretty much just affecting the voice, I think. So yeah, I just say chai, and then we confirm it. After we confirmed it, we can go to our house. Inside your house, then you see the legendary Rasta standing right there, talking to you, and pretty much giving you the menu to customize your personalized partner. It is exactly what it is. Oh wait, the shy option, the other stuff was not the voice, that was the, I think the text in-game probably, like the dialogues they say on quest is probably influenced by this, I could be wrong. But yeah, you can change voice here too, of course. Yeah, do whatever you want here, you can like change just as you will create your own character, of course. And we just go with the base for now. After that is done, you have your personalized partner. They have the basic equipment pretty much, and you can talk to them to get some menus. You can talk to them, which are not translated the dialogues, of course, so no need to talk right now with them. Then you can view the status, which shows you the weapon prophecy and the skills, etc. Just like your guild card pretty much. Then you have equipment settings, where you can give them equipment, their own exclusive box. You have the skill settings and the item settings. So how do they work? Well, they come on quests with you and just help you hunting down monsters. It's that simple. You can customize these personalized partners, like you can give them equipment, like armors and weapons, all you see fit. And it's pretty nice. They can get as strong as legendary Rastas, maybe even stronger if you put the time into them. Like putting the time into them and taking them with you on your journey is actually worth it. How it works is they have a level system. If you remember, maybe I mentioned it in other videos, the game had an old system which was HR1 to HR 999, just like what we have at G rank currently. And this system is obsolete, of course, for your hunter, with the key quest and urgent quest changes from the compression. But the HRP points are still used for your partner and your cat. They both use those points to level up. And you maybe notice that you get in the Hunter Navi, for example, sometimes HRP points. They're like HRP ticket points. And this is exactly what they're used for. You can use these tickets to level your partner and your cat faster if you wish so. It's like a boost to them, just like GRP tickets are a boost for yourself in G rank. So it's very important to note here that your partner has, when you give them equipment or change equipment on them, they are different. Like you see that they have some weird values on it and you're like, what is happening? Like this weapon had like 500 fire element and so much raw and defense, and my partner has like way less when I give it to them. Is this like some kind of bug? No, it's not, because how it works is that your partner uses for certain equipments, like each equipment category uses their own base stats, and depending on your partner's level, these stats will increase and get better, of course, over time. Well, you can go and probably just directly craft equipment for them at the blacksmith if you wish so, but you can also just give them out of your box if you have something like some old equipment you don't need anymore and you just want to put it for them. You can just, like, instead of selling, you can just give them the equipment directly here in the give equipment section. Keeping in mind that this equipment will be gone from your equipment box. You can't get it back. You can only just like sell it in their box later on, but you can't get it back yourself anymore. So make sure that you actually don't need this equipment anymore. Otherwise you need to probably just craft it again for yourself. Note number 2 is that these equipment need to be removed from your registered equipment sets. And the sigils and decorations need to be removed. I'm not sure if it's automatically. Maybe you need to do it first to give them certain equipment. Of course, you can't also give them equipment you have currently equipped yourself. So, something to keep in mind. Then you can find these equipments in their own personal box right here. You can sort, sell, and change equipment just like you would in your own box. Then we have the skill settings, and skill settings are very, special. When you give them equipment, like armors, you notice that they don't get any skill points from them. Well, that is because you need to use this system here, like the skill settings, and do it manually pretty much. This is a point-based system, like you have a certain amount of points they can get. Like they have a certain amount of point threshold they can hit, and skills cost different amount of points. So you can unlock skills here, of course. As you see, you have only like so much. There is certain conditions for skills, like either you need a specific weapon type rank, like you need like maybe prophecy of their dual blades 999, you need a specific G rank, or you need certain other skills combination, like you need skill combinations like health and critical eye +1 to unlock another one. There is on Farias a little visual tree which kind of looks like a Path of Exile skill tree. It's like very confusing, but if you fiddle around. So yeah, you can unlock, of course, then skills here. These cost GCP points, very important, to keep that in mind. And just like unlock your few skills, defense, whatever, take up small, bam. And then you can equip these skills on the second category here. And as I said, this cost 5 points. Bam. Attack up, critical. Bam, bam. I can put all the skills in and I still have 15 points left. You get more skill slots for your partner. Like, I have only 5 slots right now. And you get more slots when your partner levels up and gets higher level, just naturally. And you also, I think, get more threshold points on top of that. Actually, the cat in the Rasta bar, you can see the skill info exactly here too. I talked about the cat, and this is exactly the same. You can check it here too. Like the conditions and the skills. Like, for example, you see here PR, which is partner rank 500. You need to be G rank 1. And you need to have these 2 skills down there, which are Japanese right now, to unlock whatever that skill is plus 3. So, yeah. You can see the conditions here. They are not translated at the current state, but they will be eventually. Other than that, check Farias. Don't get intimidated by the graphics and Farias, because you just need to dive into it a bit and then it's easy peasy. Then the last is the item settings. The item settings, you can choose to use, as I mentioned, the HRP tickets. You need to like choose whatever ticket you want to use. Bam, it will turn red. And the next quest, they will use this ticket. Like, let's say we use the 10,000 points. The partner will use these ticket on the next quest. Get this 10,000 points, and then after that you need to choose another one. Like, it's not like an auto renewal thing. You need to choose it after each quest if you want to keep leveling them with these tickets faster. Then you can also item lend a set to them, like an item set, like traps, throwing knives, hunting horns, or powder set, which is like live powder and stuff. And these are one-time purchases until you change them. Like, let's say I buy powder set. This is now every quest. They're gonna use like this powder set, which has like a limited use per quest. Like, they have 3 live powders and detox powder 3, etc, etc. Hunting horn, they have like 1 horn of each, etc. Like, if you change these cost GCP points again if you switch it. Like, you see here, I go to hunting horn, 1,400 points. If I go to powder set, cost another 1,000 points again. So switching can be pretty costly, so make sure you actually have enough points, or make sure that you don't want to switch too much. And that is pretty much all we need to know for the partners itself. And now we're gonna go back to the Rasta bar, because there's more stuff there. Back to the Rasta bar, there's, beside the legendary Rastas and your personal partner, also the Rastas. What do I mean? Well, there's normal Rastas you can have. If you go to your status, your personal status, and then you show submenu, you can see that on the bottom you can check the status of your personal Rasta. Don't get this confused with your partner. This is like a personal Rasta you can contract from other players. How this works is, you have a specific Rasta other people can like contract to help them out on quests. You do this over in this area. The one that wants to contract needs to sit on this part, like this packed seat, the small one, and the one who gives the Rasta needs to sit on this one. And then you can contract up to 3 different Rastas from different players. These Rastas will stay, like you can't cancel the contract at least 1 week. Like if you do a contract with someone and you maybe want to switch, you need to wait at least 1 week to cancel the contract and do another one. But you can still get up to 3 simultaneously, so that is like kind of neat, I guess. And what they do is pretty much they go on quest, help out just like they would with your personal AI partner, but they also yield you like more GCP points, for example. You get more GCP points with them on quest, and also some extra rewards, of course. But of course, it just doesn't end here. Something I want to mention real quick, the guide feline on the left here also has the option to dismiss your partner, like your personal partner, and rename or change the appearance. Renaming and changing appearance cost special tickets, like specific tickets for it. And dismissing is just like that. You can just Thanos snap them out of your thing. Keep in mind, this will also delete everything in the box, so if they have some expensive equipment, say goodbye to that. But back to the Rastas now. You have the Rasta receptionist over here. Very important, if you have a Rasta from another player, you need to have escort enabled. If you don't, they will not come with you and you don't get any benefits from it anyway. But you need to have escort enabled, otherwise they won't come on quests. The other part is that you need to go to your NPC options or NPC settings and make sure that Rastas are also enabled here. Of course, you can turn off other shit, like the Fosters, for example, are just the random NPCs that are completely random and don't get any benefits except just being there and helping out on the quest. These are random NPCs, you can just turn this off, for example. And temporary Rastas we're gonna come in a second. Legendaries you can turn off here while we want. And if you press the confirm button, you can change the order of this list and change the priority. So how I have set it up right now, legendary Rastas, even if I have them enabled, won't come last. Like anything else above them will fill up the slots as much as they can, and then prioritizing legendary Rastas. So let's say I have my partner right on here, and my partner, 2 of these slots in the quest will be gone to this 2, and then after that they will go to the next one, which will be a Rasta. If I change the Foster on top of it, then it will change or use the Foster first, and then eventually go to the Rasta. It's not that complicated, pretty easy, right? But yeah, good. Then we also have trial Rastas, which is the temporary Rasta I just mentioned. And that one is pretty much just from the guild provided, like it's a test Rasta to see how this entire thing works. You don't get any extra benefits using them, they're just for testing, and you can contract them as much as you want, and you need to do it after each quest. Very important to keep that in mind. They have no benefits, so I don't see the reason to use them. You can just ignore them probably for the most part. You can check your currently Rasta contracts, of course, then, which escort means the ones you have contracted, and back up the ones other people contracted from you, probably, I think. Something like that. Yeah. Then we have unlock Rasta features. Unlock Rasta features is very important because this is improving the Rasta other people gonna contract from you. First of all, you can unlock new weapon types, because the first weapon and only weapon type you have currently for your Rasta is just SNS. To unlock more, you need to go to this first option here. You need to find each of these monsters at least once to unlock the other weapon types. You can't like do 5 times Silver Hypnoc and then just have 5 different weapons unlocked. You need to do all of these at least once at some point, so keep that in mind, and then you can go over here and just unlock these weapon types one by one. Then we have gold contribution level, which is pretty much just the stats of your Rasta. Like if you do the loyalty, it will increase the damage output, and if you increase the crat option, it will increase the defensive and skill activations of your character, of your Rasta, sorry. This costs GCP points again, pretty straightforward, just buy it, and this is how you improve your Rasta in the stats. Then you have also the item blend option, which I explained earlier. It's exactly the same as for your partner. Then you have also another Rasta contract, which I'm not exactly sure how this works. Maybe this is some sort of making it again, like obviously it says annual, so I'm guessing it's like some sort of automatic contract system, which I'm not sure how exactly this works. And then we have also the take materials, where you get... not sure if this is actually for you or the one you contracted the Rasta from. This one I can't tell you. Obviously I can't test this right now because this is a multiplayer thing pretty much. So yeah, can't tell you much about that. Try it out, I guess, and then see what happens. Like, contract the Rasta from someone and then see if they can claim items from there, or if you can claim items from there after a quest. Like, it's that simple to test. I just don't have any multiplayer right now set up, so sorry. Well, if you wanna change the equipment of your Rasta, your personal Rasta, you need to go into your house and the equipment box. Inside the equipment box, you're going to change equipment, and then quest set, town set, and Rasta set. You wanna be the Rasta set, of course, and the Rasta is gonna look exactly like your character, but the equipment you can determine. Of course, as you saw, I didn't unlock any new weapon for the Rasta yet, so I can only use SNS, but I can choose here SNS and then like put some armor on I want. You can't put on the same armor you have equipped right now, and of course the ones you didn't unlock weapon type for yet. Okay. If you put this on and then check on the status, personal status, show submenu, confirm roster, we can see the status of my roster. Bam, it shows like the equipment I just changed for it. So yeah, this is pretty much all I know about Rastas. Can be pretty nice to like farm some extra GCP if you want to. But yeah, this is all we need to know for the Rasta bar and the personal AI partner. So enjoy this information, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Have a good time, day, evening, afternoon, wherever or whenever you are. I love you all, and I'm gonna see you in the next stream, Discord, or video. Bye bye and good night.